Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about something a little controversial. Um, going to be talking about Looney, the creator of Gacha Life. Oh my god. I'm sorry, my friend's doing something. Alright, today we're going to be talking about Looney, someone who's a little controversial. Um, why does my friend always do this? We're going to be talking, it's a little controversial, but I'm going to be explaining why I do not want to support Looney by getting his new game. If you don't know, Looney's making another gacha game that's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, a gacha club. If you know, if you're in the gacha community, you'll know that I don't make gacha. I don't make gacha videos. I don't make gacha videos. I won't make any of the sort. It's too much work, and I'm a little bit too scooper trooper. but but this is why you have to have friends, guys. Alright. But if you don't know, in Gacha Life, he's hid some secret things. Looney is a liar. Let's say this. Looney is a liar. Looney has made so many controversial jokes, so many things, and then he blames it all on the community. And you know what? It's sickening. Looney made horrible, sexual jokes. He made horrible sexual jokes. He made 9/11 jokes. It's the day when two twin towers, I believe it's the day when two twin towers crashed. This is seriously why you need friends. Anyway, but he's made so many adult jokes. I'm really. He's made so many jokes, and it's just 9/11. One of the 9/11 jokes is actually in a conversation that I have with an NPC in the life mode of Gacha Life, and say hi to my friend. And he says Ichi, how you pronounce its name, I think. He says that my birthday is on 9/11, but not like anyone remembers. It's actually kind of controversial if you think about it. And next, what he does is and if you scroll to one of the pages in the presets section, you see a very sexual preset that Looney made. Then he made sexual animated poses that you can actually use with your character. Come on. And then people find these and they start making 18 plus gacha content, and then Looney is blaming it all on the community, when Looney was the one who got himself into this train wreck. Looney was the one that put all this in the game. Looney was the one who put adult humor, other things in the game, and then Looney blames it on the community when Looney was the one doing half of these things. Looney has been doing all these things, and yet he's blaming it on the community, and he's saying that they are the ones making the sexual content. They are the ones making adult jokes, turning the Gacha Life into a newer game, so he removes all sexual clothing and all skin colors that could go with clothes. And guess what? In his new game Gacha Club, he's adding even more sexual and adult, clothes. Do you see what's going on? He's blaming his actions, his horrible, foolish actions on his own community that did literally nothing. People are quitting Gacha Life, like making Gacha Life videos because they don't want to be in this community anymore. They don't want to be in a community where everyone in that community is seen as perverts who all they do is make incest and... Oh my god. And it's... Serious vid. Alright. But, and he's blaming it all on the community. People are quitting Gacha Life. People are quitting making Gacha Life videos because they don't want to be part of a community that's like, everyone sees them as people who make, like, two siblings love each other. Leave. Oh my god. Miss. But people are leaving the gacha community because they don't want to be seen in a community where where everyone is just perverted and all they do is make two, like, siblings love each other. And it's horrible. That is actually illegal, having to, like, fall in love with your sibling. And people are turning gay people into femboys. Femboy and gay people are two different things. Yet Luni seems to disagree. Luni is making horrible excuses and lies to make it seem like, oh no guys, I didn't do any of this. Luni, you're the one that started this train wreck. You're the one that made all of this sexual content, all this 18 plus gacha content start. You're the one that was doing this. And now you're saying that you're going to shut down Gacha Life for your own mistake. Do you know what you're doing? Yes, you do. You're blaming it all on the community. People are quitting. They don't want to be part of that community anymore. They don't want to be part of a community where you lie. Where the people used to look up to you. People thought you were a nice person. And now look at you. You're blaming your own fault, your own mistake on your community. Do you know that? These people support you. And yet you're just making money off of them. And then when you do something bad, oh yeah, just blame it on the community. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And it needs to stop. I am not going to support Luni buying his newest game. And you should do the same. You should not support a creator who's lying and putting all of that onto his community. Come on. He programmed all this into the game. He programmed, if you look, there used to be animations called Air Thrust 1, Air Thrust 2, which represents something that happens in the animal kingdom, specifically with four-legged animals. Come on. Do you know what you're doing? Yeah, you do. You know what you're doing, and it needs to stop. And yet, once everyone finds it, you don't care, but you get rid of it saying, oh no guys, it wasn't my fault. You're the one that approves of presets. You're the one that approves of the things that get put into that game, and you approved of those. Either you take responsibility for what the community has done, but no, you are blaming it on the whole community. There's parts of the community that are good. The people are trying to stop this, but they have no idea that you are supporting it. You're the one supporting all of this. You don't care. You're letting it bring more people into the community. You're just acting like you care so that people don't leave. Yet it's not working. We've caught on and we know what you're doing. Luni should not be a supported creator anymore. Luni is a liar and a fraud. All Luni does is just... Luni, I'm disappointed. Your community is disappointed. People are leaving your community. They don't want to be a part of this community anymore. If you look up, I'm quitting Gacha Life, you'll see a lot of results. Most of them are pranks, and that's not okay either. But the rest is true. The rest of those videos is people saying that they don't want to be part of a community, that that the creator blames everything that they do on their community. They want to be part of a community that's full of people who are doing illegal things. The gacha community is going downhill, and part of it is your fault, Luni. You're the one that drove the community into this wreck. Oh, you thought you'd be able to get away with all this? You thought you'd be able to put sexual things, controversial jokes, and God knows how much more horrible things you put into this game that you have complete control over. And yet, you blame it on the community. You released an update, getting rid of all sexual things, and then you said the community is doing this, when really you're the one that allowed them to do this. You gave them the tools, and they used them. You're the one that gave them the tools, and they used them. This is your fault. It's not our fault. It's not their fault. It's yours. You're the one that drove us into this train wreck, and now you're the one that has to get us out. And yet, you are not going to, because you don't care about the community. You care about your representation. You care about what people think of you. You don't care about the community. You care about you, and not anyone else. Sure, on the outside, people think you're some, lovely person, and, you reply, and, you make comments on Gotch Life videos, and people love you. You know that. They're you have fans, and people, there are people who've done some extreme stuff just to show how much, they support you. They support you. And yet, what do? What do you do? All you're doing, what you're doing is you're blaming them for things you did. What you're doing is your fault. It's your fault it's happening. It's your fault this is all going down. It's your fault you did this. It's your fault. It's all your fault. Not all of it, but most of it. Do you know that? Do you know? We know what you're doing. You know. You know what you're doing. We all know what you're doing. Yet you can't seem to get your thick skull around it. You cannot seem to be able just to actually just admit to your mistakes, and yet you're making it worse. You could have said sorry for what you did, but no, you made it worse. You can't go back now. There's no way out now. You're stuck, and you're stuck there forever. It's your fault you're here, not ours. And you had no right to blame it on your community. You had no right to blame it on your supportive community. You knew this was going to happen. You wanted it to happen. It was going to happen. And it's your fault now. It's your fault that this happened. It's your fault, not ours. So don't blame it on the community for your own mistake. Your own irresponsible, childish mistake. What are you? You are a liar. You are a liar. Luni should not be getting the support that he is. I am not going to support a creator who blames the community that he shaped to be the way it is for everything. People are quitting the community. It's your fault. People are mad. People are mad at you, but you are denying it. When people try to call you out, you deny it and say that's the community's fault. It's not our fault, it's your own fault. You need to know alright, can you just admit already? Please. But you won't. You are a selfish brat who just cares about the money he's making. You never cared one bit. All you wanted was to make a game, and you want that game just to make you money. It's a free game, you say. Oh, it's a free game, huh? You are making money off of this. We know it. We know it. And what do? Once the fans have supported you and they've helped your community grow, your fans support you, they're making fan videos and they're saying you're a great community, the community's great. What do? You add those into the game. then when people start doing that, then when people start actually making it, so that then when people start actually acknowledging all the sexual things you put into the game, and they start using those to their advantage, it's your fault. You're the one that drove yourself into this train wreck. You're the one that started this train wreck, and now you have to stop it. But you can't, and it's your fault. It's not ours, and you had no right. You had actually no right to blame it on the community. Look what people see us as. Look what people see our community. The community that I was part of for so long. The community that people were part of. Look what people see them as now. Look what people see them as. It's your fault. Look at it. It's your fault. People are leaving the community. It's your fault that everyone is so sick of you. It's your fault people hate you, and it's your fault that if you look at the community, if you look top 10 worst fans of the year, Gosh Life is always in them. Gosh Life is always in them, and you blame it on the community. It's not the community's fault. It's your fault for you putting those things in the game. You had full control over what you could put in the game. Because someone you worked with wanted to put that in the game, you had full control over if it was a game, and you said yes. You let it go into the game, and it's your fault now. Now you're facing the consequences of your actions. Cause and effect, am I right? You're the one that caused it, and the effect is this. This is the outcome, and now you have to live with that. You have to live with that burden. And what did you do? You made another game, hoping that it would solve the problem. Oh, it solved the problem. No, it wouldn't. It'd make it much worse. And now you're saying that ages 9 to 10 can't play? 9 to at least 8 can't play? For your own foolish mistake. What happened to Gacha Life being a all-age game? And then you're blaming it on the 10 and 12-year-olds of the community. It's not our fault. It's your fault for making those. It's your fault for making the mistake. People are blaming it on the community. And you think it's the 10 and 12-year-olds. You're blaming it on your own community. And you had no right to do that. You had no right to blame your fans, the people who support you for so long for that. You had no right, okay? You had no right, and I am sick of what you've done. People have known. People finally found out about this. You had no right to do any of this. And what did you do? You continued to do it. You came up with an update. You said, and you were all like, please stop making sexual content, when you're the one doing it. You're the one that put all of the right things in the game so people could do it. You're the one that put those in the game. You're the one that wanted people to be able to do these. You put them into the game. You put that preset in the game. You put that 9/11 joke in the game. And you put those animations in the game. And you should not support Luni anymore. You should not support him. You should not support Elia, who blames everything on the community. You should not. People are quitting, and it's your fault, Luni, not the community's. So, the question is, should you get the new Gacha Life game? No! No, you should not. You should not support Elia. You should not support someone who blames their own foolish, childish mistakes on their community, okay? I am not going to support them, and you shouldn't either. You shouldn't get this new game. You shouldn't. Let it sink. Don't give it any attention. People were excited. I hope you see this. I hope the community sees this. Please, don't. You don't support Elia, who blames everything on the community. Thank you for watching. This was kind of my opinion. Most of it was fun. Pretty much all of it was true. I've played Gacha Life, and I love Gacha Life, but seeing as how Luni has gone so downhill with blaming everything on the community, I'm done. I don't want to be part of that community anymore. I don't want to be part of a community that all you do is blame things. Goodbye.